Google's VEO3 model is now an n8n, which means the AI videos that you may be seeing blowing up on socials, like this Yeti getting tens of millions of views, or this Filipino man who is also getting tens of millions of views, which is all generated from VEO3's realistic model. So if you look at this thing just came out a few days ago and it absolutely shook the world just because of how realistic it can actually look. Now, what's cool is we can now actually automate this through n8n, and this saves us without having to pay Google $250 a month for the subscription. Now, in case you are unaware, n8n is a no-code automation tool similar to Zapier or Make.com. And if you know those, but you can see how basically n8n has shot up most recently due to demand of how flexible n8n could be to implement these new AI technologies. So if you put basically VO3 and n8n together, you are offering a very valuable skill set that you can offer for your content creator business clients or use for your own purposes if you're an aspiring content creator yourself. So in this video, I will be sharing this n8n AI agent template, which if we run it, you'll be able to see exactly what the process looks like. So I'm going to hit test run right here. And we can tell that the first thing it does is it's sending an idea to our AI agent so that way we can get an idea for this video. And once it has this information, it's going to log the idea into a Google Sheet, which you can find here. And it's also going to update the rows as well. Okay. And once it gets through that, this is where the prompt of the actual video is going to be made once it has the idea. And now it's sending the video creation, which is in JSON format. It's sending it over to Fal AI. So if I go back to, let's see here, my requests under the Fal AI LLM here, you'll see all of our other previous videos. So these were our first attempts that failed. So we failed the first 3 times we tried with putting this together. And now we're actually getting our videos. So if you want to see what this kind of looks like, you can see it right here. So obviously we have a little pause at the end, which can be edited by playing with the template more. But we wanted to get this out to you so that way you can start experimenting and seeing how you can use this for your own purposes. So right now we've created the video and we have a wait time right here. So it typically takes about 3 to 4 minutes for a video to get made. And once it's made, then we're going to just request the URL. So we're going to try to capture the URL so that way we can put it right here in the Google Sheet. And then we'll be able to easily see the videos like this if we wanted. Okay, so let's see what we got here. This takes a little bit of time. And in the meantime, we're going to walk you through this process of how exactly to set this up. So what we've done is we've added a brand new school community, and all you have to do is just join. It's a free community, and once you're inside here, you can go underneath our community here, and you can click right here. And so this is all the information on Google's VEO3. You will find the JSON format that you can download and import. The same thing with the Google Sheet, so you can just import it and get going. So let's say you've already downloaded this. We're going to walk through this process step by step. So I'm going to come up here. Sorry, I'm going to go import from file. And then I'm just going to drag and drop mine over. Okay. And then boom. So what you want to do here is we just want to do a few edits. First things first, you kind of want to make sure you get your Fal AI account created and then fund the account. Put something like $10 on there so that way you can use the credits. Now, we notice right here and right here and right here, we need to replace these variables with an actual node. So I'm going to click add node and I'm going to go agent. I probably don't even have to. It's literally like right there. And then, okay, so we have this right here. What we want to do is probably move this over a little bit and then move this out a little bit. Delete this, okay? And we're going to drag this together. And then we have the chat model here, okay? And what you want to do is just pull it right here. And then for parser, you want to double click on this and click right here, okay? And now you have a third option right here. You can drag this and place that right there. So we're basically already about 25% done. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set up this prompt and use it exactly. And then what we want to do is basically replicate this, delete this one here, move this up, move this over, about right there is fine, whatever. Connect that. And then we're going to drag this to this. And let's see here. I just want to move my flow over just in case I have any questions. We can delete the stink one. We don't really need it. What you want to do is just make sure that you have your OpenAI credentials already set up in n8n. I'm not really going to dive over exactly how to do that. You should know how to do that. If not, there's plenty of resources out there. But let's say right here for Google Sheet, so I just would select that, and that should take care of that error. And right now, let's go ahead and since we have all these basically set, we just want to get these working. So I'm just going to double click, make sure that's correct. And then these we're going to have to set up ourselves as well, and I'll show you how to do that. So first I want to come into here and I want to change this to define below. And we're going to write a general prompt here. Feel free to change this as much as you would like. Give me an idea about, so we do inside there, a Yeti speaking to a camera and doing a vlog through a selfie stick. Okay, so we'll put closing brackets on that. And then what you want to do is click add option and hit system message. And then we just want to change this to you are, and this is going to be kind of long, so you may want to just follow along or like whatever. I'm just going to type it all the way out. Actually, no, I'm just going to copy and paste it over because I am 100% degen and we're vibe coding and we're too lazy for that shit. So you can just pause the video and type this out yourself, okay? So scroll down to here. Here's this part. And I'll highlight it here so we can know which part we need to go down to. All right, so hopefully that was good enough for you. And so basically, let's go ahead and start to run. Oh, we also need to set the Google Sheet. So this is good. This is ready to go, by the way, once you have all these prompts. You want to come over here and you want to make sure you select the proper Google Sheet, which we will do together. Okay, it's from that. All these will hopefully be predefined to you, which we'll go over together. This you have to type in manually so that way it knows which rows to do. And then let's go into here. So double click on that. And we want to change a few things around here. So we want to change this to define below. And we're going to write out the prompt right here. Give me a VEO3 prompt for this idea. And then it's going to be a JSON, which we can get by doing a run. So just give me a moment here and we'll cover that. Let's go back over here and we'll just start the run. So let's go here, test step. And then let's go here. We're going to test step. Okay. So probably OpenAI, just double check. Should be fine. Test step again. There you go. Looks like it's working. So in case you guys didn't know, I just double clicked into here, drop down, click there, and I got that to work. So now this push through, see, we have the JSON output. Okay. And then it's already been parsed, so it's already shot through here, for example. This right here you'll have for your own as well by just connecting. So we go over here to log the idea. See how these are all green now? So these are all good to go. I don't think I need to really do anything with these. So just hit test. Okay, I guess I have to. Just fine. So we refresh, put the environment prompt. So we probably just want to put that there. Okay. And we'll just double check my own work. Yep. Try this again. Boom. Okay. So we got that. We got it in JSON format. Everything is looking good, guys. So let's move over to the prompts AI agent. Click over into here. So again, like I said, now we have the JSON on the left-hand side that we can drag and drop, which is pretty cool. So let's do this together. So we want the JSON idea. Okay, so drag that over. Boom. And then we're going to put this is the environment. And we want the environment prompt, which we can find right here. So drag and drop that over. And then that should be it for just this part. And then we want to come down here. We want to add an option. We want to do a system message. Again, this system message is going to be a little long, so I'm not going to type it all the way out. I'm going to be a lazy degenerate and just copy and paste. But here, just pause the screen and take a screenshot or, build this out manually. That's what I would suggest. So here's the first part. And here's the second part. And then here's this part. So feel free to pause the video and type this out manually yourself. Once this is all done, it should work. So just hit test up. Okay, so these are running. And while that's running, what we want to do is come to this part. Now, this part was a little tricky. It took me a while to figure out correctly. So if you have any problems, please let us know in our school community right here in the comments or in the YouTube video, of course, things like that. So let's go back over here. So what I've done is I've changed this to JSON from raw, by the way. It was just having too many problems on the output. And what you have to do is you have to add your Fal AI API. And if you've ever worked with these type of header offs before, usually you put something like barrier right here. However, with Fal AI, we're just putting capital KEY. So K space and then the API key. What's important to note here is you want to make sure that the name says authorization. So hopefully I can try to tie this a little bit back for you so you understand. So if you come to API and you click HTTP curl, you scroll down, you see right here, okay? So header is authorization, and then you want to copy something like this and paste it. You're going to leave key, but put your API key right here, all right? If you have any problems with that, please let us know. This took us quite a little bit to figure out and get to work, but we finally did it. The rest of the things, let's see here. We have post, we have that, header off, Barrett, no Barrett. We want to hit send body, make sure that's enabled. We want to put JSON here, okay? And then using fields below, we want to put prompt, which is lowercase. And then again, we should have the input here so that we can put, but in this example, I'm just going to do this and put, what is it, JSON dot output. Okay. And then you just want to leave this as is for batching. This is totally fine. So what we want to do is just run this part now, if we can. There we go. And it already pushed the data through. I feel like I'm missing some data here. I don't know where this all went. It's kind of weird. So whatever. So now it's supposed to wait for the video. Let's just confirm the video is actually being made. So if you come to requests, you can see we had an error here on that. So I'm going to retest everything. I'm going to start here. And then I'm going to redo this. Okay. And if you pin stuff, you don't have to rerun this data again. It's kind of key. And we're going to test the step again. Okay, so we'll pin that. And we're going to test this. So we can get this data output so we can use it in the next step. I added a new row right here. Again, it's a different idea every single time, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so we have this. Now we can just pin it. And then come over here. We want to hit test step, which for whatever reason, it's not gathering. Don't input connect. Oh, sorry. I didn't connect this, guys. There you go. That's why. So we want to just drag that over and connect that. Again, we're vibe coding, so what do you expect? So now we actually have this data. This is green. Now, when I hit run, it won't fail. See how it failed the last two times? So now if I hit test, okay, boom, created a video. I feel like that was very fast, by the way, that it created a video. See here, refresh. There you go, it's in progress. We didn't get an error, so that's good. That's what we want. So now that's pushing through. You want to, for the video purposes, this might take a little too long for us to wait the entire time. In the meantime, I'll do 240 seconds. Basically, you want to wait about 3 to 4 minutes. So we're going to hit test step. And so that's going to obviously wait and do what it's got to do. Here, we don't have to probably do too much. I think everything should pretty much be set up, ready to go for you. You just want to change this to that, okay? And you should be ready to rock and roll once that's done. And then we want to come over into here. This you're probably going to have to slightly set up. Yeah, so we click right here. We want to find our Google Sheet that we imported. Make sure it's sheet 1. You want to make sure that it says idea right here. And then you're getting this from this information over here, and you're also getting this from this the URL that it produces once it's done with this part right here. And then you're going to pretty much be, it's all going to be set. You're ready to go. Congratulations, you just created your first VEO3 n8n automation so you can scale your video production. Pretty cool. So while this is going, I'm just gonna hit refresh. Again, I don't want to take too much of your time, but basically, if you found value in this video, please like it, please share it, all that good stuff. And if you have any problems or issues, especially with this part right here, then please just let us know in the comments below. Okay, thanks guys for watching. Bye-bye.